"What's the big deal?" he asked as he looked at her. They were having a discussion on whether or not she would sleep over again. She had been at his place for almost 5 days, and she was starting to feel guilty since she had lied to her father and told him that she would be out of town on business for a few days. Apart from that, she had barely spent 2 days straight in her new house, and her father had not yet come over to her new place. She had been giving excuses almost too often, but this was getting a bit too much. "The big deal is that I am lying to my father, the most important man in my life," she exclaimed. Stephen frowned. "Hey, I thought I was the most important man in your life," he joked as he walked towards her. He slipped an arm around her waist and pulled her close to him. "Are you trying to hurt my feelings?" he asked, smiling. "Well, until I met a man with a sexy British accent, Michael Parker was the most important man in my life, you know," she said as she held the side of his face. "And I would hate for him to think that our relationship is over just because I'm dating again," she added. "So what you're saying is you want to sleep alone tonight?" he asked. She smiled and then shrugged. "Well, if you want, I could sneak you in my room after he's gone to sleep," she offered with a smile. He raised an eyebrow and then shook his head. "Maybe I can survive one night," he said. "By the way, I have a client that I would like you to handle for me," he added as he pulled away from her. She sat on the edge of the bed and looked at him as she put on her shoes. "Why? Does Dana know about this?" she questioned. "Because I don't really think she would be okay with me working for someone else," she added. Stephen laughed as he put on his shirt. "Of course not. But then again, I wasn't planning to go over her head. I wanted to work out a good bargain for Dana and you know, so that you can both have your fair share," he said and then walked towards her. "I would do it, but I have to rush out to Vegas and I may not be back till late, and these guys, they will be here at around 2 in the afternoon, but I won't be back till around 9, he informed Julie as he looked at her. "So you wanted to have me over alone?" she winked. He placed his hand on hers and smiled. "I told you I'll be back by 9, didn't I? And plus, you already made up your mind, so I guess I could sleep over in Vegas," Stephen said. She looked at him and in one sweep got on top of him and straddled him. "Now it's your turn to make me jealous, huh?" she said with a smile. He shook his head. "It's a business meet, babe. Nothing more. Why? You want to come with?" he offered. She shrugged. "Well, I've never been to Vegas, but then again I have to work," she said. "It's fine. We can make a plan, maybe on one weekend," he promised. She smiled and nodded. "I'd like that," she said.
You can hear the rest of this story at www.saucyromancebooks.com/AB2. The full story is over 2 hours long. You can get it 100% free with a free trial to Amazon Audible. Once again, that's www.saucyromancebooks.com/AB2 to get it free now.